If I had to choose 1 week to play in Pokemon Go, it will be this week coming up. The Road to Kalos Tour event is going to be an absolutely huge event with loads of good wild spawns and tons of raids. The Road to Kalos event will be from Monday, February 23rd, 12 AM to Friday, February 27th, 11:59 PM or 12 PM, your local time. The event bonuses for the event will be half egg hatch distance. Remote raid pass limit will be increased to 30 from Monday to the Friday. Then on the weekends, we will be seeing no remote raid pass limit. During the event as well, not only will we have a ton of good raids, but we will also have wild spawns throughout the week as well. And on each day, it will be based on a certain gen or region. So for example, Monday will be Kanto, Tuesday will be Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, and so on. Also, we'll be getting exclusive 2km eggs during this event, which will have Larvitar, Bagon, Beldum, and Gibble. And finally, the exclusive event raids will be in 1-stars on Monday will be Pikachu wearing Red's hat and Pikachu wearing Leaf's hat. And then in the 5-star raids on the Monday will be Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, all with the chance to have a background as well. Tuesday will be the Johto themed day, which we will have Pikachu wearing Ethan's hat and Pikachu wearing Lyra's hat. I don't believe we've had the Pikachu wearing the Ethan's hat yet, so this will be brand new, which will be very, very cool. I really want this one shiny. And then in 5-star raids, we will have Shadow Lugia and Shadow Ho-Oh again with backgrounds. And then Wednesday will be based around Hoenn, and personally this will be my favourite day. I'm going to be going absolutely in on the raids. We'll get into the ones I'm on about in just a second. But the 1-star raids will be Pikachu wearing Brendan's hat and Pikachu wearing May's bow. Returning to raids for such a long time will be the Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. I am so excited for this, guys. Honestly, these are two of the strongest Pokemon in the game. Primal Kyogre is the #1 water type and Primal Groudon is the #1 ground type. I highly suggest doing these. We'll get onto the counters and what I suggest you should do in just a second, but we're going to go through and just explain what is actually spawning during the week first. Thursday will be the Sinnoh based day, and you'll be able to get in 1-star raids Pikachu wearing Luca's hat and Pikachu wearing Dawn's hat. And then in 5-star raids, you'll have Dialga and Palkia regular forms. And then in space-time anomalies, yes, they are returning, which means we'll be getting Pikachu wearing Ray's hat, Pikachu wearing Akari's Kerchief, and then in 5-star raids, it will rotate out for Origin Dialga and Origin Palkia, which do have the chance to learn their exclusive moves. If you haven't got these moves already, I highly suggest raiding these, as these adventure effects are highly usable outside of raids. And then day 5 will be Unova, and then in 1-star raids we'll have Pikachu wearing Hilbert's hat, Pikachu wearing Hilda's hat. 5-star raids will have Reshiram and Black Kyurem, and rotating out will have Pikachu wearing Nate's visor, Pikachu wearing Rosa's visor, with Zekrom and White Kyurem being in 5-star raids. 4 out of the 5 raid days, however, do give you a chance to get Pokemon the exclusive moves that they need to make them very usable. So for example, day 1, Articuno can learn Hurricane, Zapdos can learn the fast attack Thunder Shock, and Moltres can learn the charge attack Sky Attack. Day 2 is the only day where the Pokemon can't learn their exclusive moves from raids for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like that's a big misplay on their part. But Kyogre and Groudon, which is also huge, can learn Origin Pulse and Precipice Blades, which is absolutely massive, guys, because this is what makes them so viable in their raid meta, and it saves you from having to use an Elite Charge TM. So I highly, highly, highly suggest day 3 out of all these days, please raid it. Day 4 for Sinnoh, as I've already explained, they will also have the chance to learn Roar of Time and also Spatial Rend, which is very, very useful. The reason why I say they're useful, if you don't know, the adventure effects are basically Roar of Time can stop premium items from their timers going down, and also Spatial Rend can give you a wider area to encounter wild Pokemon. So for your big events, Spatial Rend is very useful. So if you're planning on going in for Kalos Tour, I highly suggest using Spatial Rend on a Palkia, as you can encounter so many more Pokemon. And then on Friday, Reshiram can learn Fusion Flare, Zekrom can learn Fusion Bolt, and Kyurem, encountered through raids, can also have the chance to learn Glaciate. If you haven't seen the backgrounds for these raid bosses, I will put them somewhere on screen now, so be sure to check them out, and I highly suggest hunting for these backgrounds because some of these backgrounds in my opinion are so cool, especially the Sinnoh ones and the Johto ones. In my opinion, they're my personal favourite. I'm going to be absolutely gunning for those backgrounds, and then for the primal energies I'm going to be raiding Groudon and Kyogre a lot. We will also be getting timed research daily as well, which will start at 5 AM your local time, which will reward you with rare candies, TMs, other items, and also encounters with costume Pikachus on the day, and they will release every single day throughout the week. And you do also get the chance to get them shiny as well, which will be very cool. Please note that these Pikachus will not have the background, so please don't expect anything special for those Pokemon. We will also be getting daily field research as well, which will give you candies for the Pokemon that will be in raids at the time, and also encounters with the costume Pikachus that is also in raids at the time. The Go Pass Road to Kalos will actually begin on the Monday. It will give you a kind of a head start if you play the game during this event before the actual Kalos tour. You'll be able to purchase it on the web store, which I suggest you do rather than the in-game store, as you get bonus items for $15 or whatever that equals in your local currency. Please note that all rewards have to be claimed by Tuesday, March the 3rd, as the pass will expire and you won't be able to claim anything after that time period. And then what you'll be able to get from the pass will be an encounter with a Lucario that has a Mega Evolution inspired special background, Lucario Mega Energy, a Go Tour 2026 T, encounters with event-themed Pokemon, Stardust, XP, Pokeballs, candies, and even more goodies. Then trainers who upgrade to the Premium will be able to receive an encounter with Hooper Unbound, a Lucky Trinket, Zygarde Cells, Zygarde Jacket Avatar Item, Victory Bell Mega Energy, Malamar Mega Energy, Candy XL, premium items such as premium battle passes, incense, TMs and more, and then even more goodies. It doesn't specify anything special for the even more goodies part. I'm just reading what's in front of me on screen. Will be bonuses that will be locked behind a paywall for the Go Pass upgrade, but you can still get some free bonuses, and these bonuses are: scatterbugs will appear more frequently when you ping gifts, open up to 100 gifts per day, receive up to 200 gifts per day from spinning Pokestops and gym photo discs, hold up to 40 total gifts in your item bag, and 1.5 times catch XP. They were the free bonuses for the Tier 1 Go Pass. However, if you upgrade, you can get the following extra bonuses. Scatterbug will appear even more frequently when you open and ping gifts. 1 additional candy awarded for catching Pokemon in 5-star raids, Mega Raids, Primal Raids, and Shadow Raids. 1 additional candy XL awarded for catching Pokemon in 5-star raids, Mega Raids, Primal Raids, and Shadow Raids for trainers level 31 and up. And you'll also get 2 times Hatch Candy. The Tier 2 free bonuses will be a large increase to the catch effectiveness of Premier Balls and 2 times catch XP. In my opinion, that large increase for effectiveness of Premier Balls is very, very useful, especially considering it's free. And then if you upgrade to the Go Pass Deluxe, the bonuses for Tier 2 will be additional 5,000 XP from completed raids and 2 times Hatch XP. And then the Tier 3 free bonuses will be substantial increase to the catch effectiveness of Premier Balls and 3 times catch XP. So it seems to be the higher up in the pass you go, the better your odds of catching Pokemon from raids are, which I am all for, because in my opinion, if I'm paying a raid pass to get a certain Pokemon, I want to almost be able to guarantee that Pokemon. I mean, me personally, I catch a lot of my legendaries I encounter, but I also get very angry at the fact when I've spent money on a raid pass and it runs away from me. So this is very useful, especially if they do bring out Mega Zygarde, which I will talk about in a minute. And then the Tier 3 Go Battle Pass Deluxe bonuses will be 2 times Stardust from completed raids and 2 times Hatch Stardust. Me personally, I'm going to be loving the Tier 3 bonus because I'm going to be hatching so many eggs for that shiny Hawlucha. So as I just mentioned, I still think they're going to announce something, especially as Pokemon Day is coming up. By the time this video goes up, it will either just be happening or just gone. It'll be around that sort of time period. It'll be on the weekend or maybe just before. But I think they're going to announce for the 30th anniversary and the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go that Mega Zygarde will be coming to the game, and I think it's going to be absolutely groundbreaking when it does come out. So I think what they'll do, if this goes through, this is all just my speculation, if this goes through, I think what will happen is, I don't think it will be like an Return to situation where you battle in the raid and you only get the Mega Energy. I feel like you will actually get an encounter with Zygarde's 10% form, and it will also have the chance to be shiny, which will also debut its shiny form as well. I think this is a very high chance of happening because the pass is pushing us towards Zygarde with the Zygarde themed clothes, the extra Zygarde cells. We have 25 cells available from routes on the tour for each day, earning you up to 50 cells. There is a lot that is pointing towards Zygarde, and I think it's kind of obvious. Even though they haven't made it official, I still think it's going to happen. Which means also get your ice types up. But with the event details being covered now, let's get into the top counters for every raid boss coming up for this event. For day 1, for Articuno, the top 10 counters will be Mega Diancie, Shadow Rampardos, Shadow Rhyperior, Mega Tyranitar, Shadow Gigalith, Shadow Tyranitar, Crown Sword Zacian, Mega Aerodactyl, Rampardos and Shadow Tyrantrum. For Zapdos, the top 10 counters will be White Kyurem, Black Kyurem, Shadow Rhyperior, Mega Diancie, Shadow Mamoswine, Shadow Tyrantrum, Mega Tyranitar, Shadow Rampardos, Eternatus and Shadow Tyranitar. And then for Moltres, they will be Mega Diancie, Shadow Rhyperior, Shadow Rampardos, Shadow Tyrantrum, Mega Tyranitar, Mega Aerodactyl, Shadow Tyranitar, Shadow Gigalith, Rampardos and Rhyperior. For day 1, if you are going to be raiding the Kanto birds, I highly suggest Mega Evolving Aerodactyl, as it is one of the top counters for all 3 of these Pokemon, while also giving you that extra candy. The Hundo CP for Articuno will be 1743 non-weather boost, 2179 with weather boost, and then for Zapdos it will be 2015 non-weather boost and 2519 with weather boost, and then for Moltres it will be 1980 non-weather boost and 2475 with weather boost. And then for day 2 we go on to the Johto themed day, and Shadow Lugia's top 10 counters will be Dawnwing's Necrozma, White Kyurem, Mega Tyranitar, Black Kyurem, Shadow Tyranitar, Shadow Hydreigon, Mega Gengar, Shadow Raikou, Mega Diancie, and also Shadow Darkrai. And then Shadow Ho-Oh's top 10 counters are Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Tyranitar, Mega Diancie, Shadow Rhyperior, Shadow Tyrantrum, Shadow Tyranitar, Shadow Rampardos, Mega Rayquaza, Rhyperior, and Shadow Gigalith. And again, I do recommend Mega Evolving Aerodactyl, as it is the top counter for Ho-Oh and is also a pretty good one against Lugia, while also giving you those bonus candies. The Hundo CP for Lugia is 2115 non-weather boost and 2645 with weather boost. And then for Ho-Oh is 2207 non-weather boost and 2759 with weather boost. Starting with Groudon, the top 10 counters are Primal Kyogre, Mega Swampert, Shadow Kyogre, Mega Gyarados, Shadow Gyarados, Mega Blastoise, Kyogre, Gyarados, Golisopod, and Primarina. And the best counters for Kyogre are Mega Venusaur, Kartana, Mega Sceptile, Zarude, Shadow Raikou, Zekrom, Mega Rayquaza, Shadow Chestnut, Black Kyurem, and Eternatus. The Hundo CP for Groudon is 2351 non-weather boost and 2939 with weather boost, and I believe it is the exact same for Kyogre. When it comes to Dialga and Palkia, I'm just going to cover the origin form counters, as they're not that different from each other, and I believe that they will be better suited for both parties. So starting with Origin Dialga, the best counters will be Mega Lucario, Mega Blaziken, Primal Groudon, Keldeo Resolute Form, Mega Garchomp, Shadow Groudon, Shadow Excadrill, Lucario, Mega Heracross, and Terrakion. And then for Palkia, the counters will be Mega Rayquaza, Eternatus, Mega Garchomp, Shadow Palkia, Mega Salamence, Mega Gardevoir, Shadow Garchomp, Origin Form Palkia, Black Kyurem, and Shadow Dialga. And then the Hundo CP for Origin Dialga is 2337 non-weather boost and 2921 weather boost. And then for Origin Palkia, it's slightly higher with 2367 non-weather boost and 2958 when boosted. A recommendation for your Mega Evolution should be a Dragon type, any will do. However, my recommendations will be either Rayquaza or Garchomp, as they are some of the top counters for both of these Pokemon. We move on to day 5, which will be Unova, and I'll be using the Black Kyurem counter guide for both Kyurem forms, because I don't believe there's much difference between the two. The list may differ very slightly, but they're all roughly the same. Top 10 counters for Black and White Kyurem will be Crown Form Zacian, Crown Form Zamazenta, Mega Lucario, Duskmane Necrozma, Mega Blaziken, Mega Metagross, Eternatus, Shadow Metagross, Keldeo Resolute Form, and Mega Rayquaza. And the best counters for Reshiram will be Eternatus, Mega Rayquaza, Mega Garchomp, Primal Groudon, Shadow Garchomp, Shadow Palkia, Mega Diancie, Mega Salamence, Shadow Rhyperior, and Origin Form Palkia. And the best counters for Zekrom will be Eternatus, Mega Rayquaza, Mega Garchomp, Black Kyurem, Primal Groudon, Shadow Garchomp, White Kyurem, Shadow Groudon, Shadow Dialga, and Mega Salamence. And the Hundo CP for Kyurem is 2042 non-weather boost and 2553 with weather boost. For Reshiram, the Hundo CP will be 2307 for non-weather boost and 2884 for weather boost. And for Zekrom, it will be the exact same as Reshiram's. All of the legendaries that I have just mentioned will also have a 1 in 20 chance to be shiny, while also giving you the chance to get a background, so there is possible to get a shiny with a background, which is very, very cool. Also, I believe the shiny rates haven't been boosted for the Pikachus in raids. I just want to clear this up. I believe they are still 1 in 64 or 1 in 128. I'm not sure which that the raid will be, but it will be one of those two. And then my recommendation for your Mega Evolution should be a Dragon type again, as all three of the Pokemon are Dragon types, preferably either Mega Rayquaza or Mega Garchomp, as they seem to be a consistency on all three of the lists. My opinion, guys, I do hope you take advantage of this event. If you are getting back into Pokemon Go or know someone that is, I would highly, highly suggest you play through all of this event, as all 5 of these days, well, maybe not day 1, but from day 2 onwards, they are extremely good Pokemon, and I would recommend playing for this event. Day 1 is still good to play if you're looking for the backgrounds or collecting backgrounds, etc. The team backgrounds for the birds are very, very cool, but in my opinion, they're not that usable in any of the metas. So I would highly suggest from day 2 onwards. Actually, if you want to be really conservative, I'd say day 3 to day 5. It would be your best time to raid. You can get away with probably the first 2 days if you want to save your raid passes, but I would suggest using them from day 3 to day 5, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, to get the Primal Groudon Kyogre, Origin Form of Dialga and Palkia, and the Black and White Kyurem. They are some of the best Pokemon in the game and can easily boost your account massively by just having those in there. So on the Monday, as I mentioned, it will be Kanto themed Pokemon, and those Pokemon spawning will be Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Pikachu, Clefairy, and Meowth. Tuesday, being the Johto day, will be Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Marill, Hoppip, and Teddiursa. Day 3 will be Trico, Torchic, Mudkip, Poochyena, Tailo, Nincada. Day 4 will be Sinnoh, and it will be Turtwig, Chimchar, Piplup, Bidoof, Shinx, and Snover. Day 5 will be Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Lillipup, Darumaka, and Gothita. There are no boosts to the wild spawns for the shiny rate, so don't expect any crazy luck in that aspect. I'm going to be doing for this event, I'm going to be targeting the starters for the first 3 days, so gens 1, 2, and 3, because they all have megas. So gens 1, for example, all 3 of them have megas. Gen 2, we now know Chikorita and Totodile, or Feraligatr and Meganium, now have megas from Legend ZA. And also the Hoenn starters all have megas as well, so I highly suggest really stocking up on candies and candy XLs for these Pokemon, as a lot of these are very useful. For example, the Hoenn starters, all 3 of them are really good in their respective typings. Blaziken as a firefighting, Trico as a grass type, and Swampert as a water type. That doesn't mean to not go for gens 4 and 5 starters as well, as they could get something special in the future. In my opinion, they will. It seems like going forward with every new game and different gimmick, they're going to hand out to the starters as we're going along. If they're going to do a Legends Galar game, which has been rumoured for the mainline games, they could give a Gigantamax for, I don't know, example, Chimchar or Infernape, etc. And then you're going to need extra candies for that in the future. And that covers everything for today's video, guys. I do hope you take in what you've seen from this video and use it to the best of your advantage to get all those extra candies, all those extra bonuses, Primal Energy, Fusion Energy, etc, etc. I do wish you all the best of luck in your raiding and shiny hunting. I'm going to be going absolutely in this week. Honestly, if you know anyone that's getting back into Pokemon Go or wants to get back into it, I highly suggest trying to get them out for this event, because it is so good. And also the Kalos tour will be on the weekend as well, so even if you can't do this week of raids, you can still do the Kalos tour, which will be upcoming as well. We'll also be making a video covering Kalos tour as well next week, so please be sure to keep an eye out for that. And with that being said, guys, please be sure to drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know how you get on throughout the week. I'm going to be going in. I want a Shundo this week. I haven't got a Shundo from a raid yet. That is going to be my ultimate goal. I also make short form content covering all of the weekly events in Pokemon Go, so if you want to stay up to date with all the little details, be sure to drop me a follow on YouTube and on TikTok as well. I do exclusive Pokemon Go live streams, so be sure to check it out. Also check out my Twitch as well. It's all under one name, Holtzpokemon, for all 3 socials, so be sure to go and check out my other platforms. With that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. Do take care and good luck hunting, trainers, and I'll see you guys next time.